Tornado or severe storm. Tornado safety guidelines. Remember that the National Weather Service issues a tornado watch when the possibility of tornadoes exists, and a tornado warning when a tornado has been spotted or indicated on radar. Remember also, there may not be time for a tornado warning before a twister strikes. Tornadoes form suddenly. Teachers and students should know the difference between a watch and a warning. Each school should be inspected and tornado shelter areas designated. Schools should use interior hallways on the ground floor that are not parallel to the tornado's path, which is usually from the southwest. Never use gymnasiums, auditoriums, or other rooms with wide, free-span roofs. Avoid all windows and other glassed areas. The most dangerous locations of a building are usually along the south and west sides and at all corners. Teachers and students should know their designated shelter areas. During a tornado watch, specific teachers or other staff members should be designated to monitor commercial radio or TV for tornado warnings. The following are danger signs. Severe thunderstorms. You may see thunder, lightning, heavy rains, and strong winds. Hail, which are pellets of ice from dark, clouded skies. Roaring noise, like 100 railroad locomotives, a crashing, thunderous sound. You may see a funnel, dark, spinning rope or column from the sky to the ground, or a sudden increase in wind. Weather spotters should keep an eye on the sky for dark, rolling clouds, hail, driving rain, or a sudden increase in wind, in addition to the telltale funnel or roaring noise. Tornadoes are often obscured by precipitation or darkness. Specific teachers should be assigned to round up students on playgrounds or other outdoor areas. When students are assembled in designated sheltered areas and when the danger is imminent, they should be instructed to respond to a specific command, such as drop and tuck. They should assume a protective position facing an interior wall. Most tornado deaths are caused by head injuries. Prior to the onset of bad weather, the principal's office should do the following. Be aware of NOAA guidelines for safe and unsafe shelter areas. Designate tornado shelter areas. If possible, have a cell phone on hand with a charged battery and ensure that district personnel have that number. A special alarm system should be designated to indicate a tornado warning, which is when a tornado has been sighted and is approaching. A backup alarm, such as a bullhorn or oral warning, should be planned for use if electrical power fails. Ensure that staff and students are aware of the difference between tornado and fire alarms and drills. Having regular tornado drills, at least one per semester, on all levels will help. Ensure that staff and students are aware of the difference between a watch and warning. Ensure that the staff and students are aware of tornado shelter areas. Instruct students how they drop and tuck when they hear a tornado warning signal. And instruct students in open areas outdoors to take cover in the nearest depression. The principal's office should designate staff to monitor the radios and TV warnings during threatening weather. It's a good idea to have a battery-operated radio on hand. The principal's office should be responsible for the assignment of duties for teachers and custodians. Teachers should be aware of watch and warning signals. They should know shelter areas that their classes are expected to reach and be aware of any other specific assignments during a tornado watch or warning. During a tornado watch, which means severe weather exists in which conditions are right for tornado formation, the principal's office should make a PA announcement that a tornado watch is in effect. Remind staff and students of what will be expected if a tornado warning is issued. Remind teachers in exterior rooms to close windows and blinds. Activate a pre-designated staff to monitor radio and TV for warnings. The principal's office should bring in students and staff from the playgrounds and other outdoor areas and bring students and staff who are in temporary classrooms into the main building. They should notify custodians that a utility shutdown may be imminent and gas only should be shut down if he hears a tornado warning alarm. During a tornado watch, a student may be released to a parent or to one of those listed on emergency release forms. Custodians should be prepared to, but do not yet shut down main gas at the meter, and should have tools accessible, and listen for the warning signal. Teachers should close all windows and blinds and remind students of tornado drill procedures. Define the sheltered area they may need to move to. Review the drop and tuck position facing a wall. Inform students not to be alarmed if the lights go out, and call for immediate action. And an immediate action call may be made over the PA system, in which the drop and tuck under desks position should be done if instructed to. During a tornado warning, in which a tornado is spotted or reported in your area, the principal's office shall announce the warning alarm immediately and move all occupants to tornado shelter areas. Important: if a tornado is spotted or reported as being very imminent, issue a command over the PA system to drop and tuck immediately, where they are under their desks. The principal's office should ensure that appointed caretakers assist handicapped students. If a drop and tuck command, issue a drop and tuck command over the PA system when judgment warrants. Account for all students. And remember that parents arriving at school to pick up students should be invited to shelter inside, but not be allowed to remove students. The principal's office should also keep all exterior doors closed. During a tornado warning, a teacher should evacuate students to pre-designated shelter areas, and when they do so, they should take rosters with them, take flashlights if available, and close their classroom door. Teachers should have students sit on the floor quietly and close any metal gates after all students are in place. They should take roll and account for all students, keep students calm and quiet, and if you were given a drop and tuck command, ensure that all students face the wall in the disaster position. If you sense that a tornado is imminent, give the drop and tuck command yourself. During a tornado warning, custodians should shut off gas but not electricity. Ensure that all exterior doors are closed to prevent wind tunnel effect and flying debris. And after children are in place in corridors, ensure that all gates are closed. If time permits, hand out flashlights to teachers and return to the main shutoff for electrical power. And if there is any possibility that a tornado has hit the building, shut off electrical power immediately. Bus drivers. When a tornado is sighted, head away from the tornado's path at a right angle to it. When an open area Find an open area to escort children to a low area, such as a ditch, culvert, excavation, or ravine away from the bus. Have the students lie flat, face down, and cover their heads. Shelter under a bridge or overpass is no longer recommended. Account for all students and report in as soon as possible. Post-tornado, the principal's office should do the following. If your building is struck by a tornado, call the custodians to ensure that gas and electricity have been shut off at the main switches. Activate medical response. Call 911 for ambulances and fire department if needed. All staff should administer first aid until medics arrive. The injured should be accounted for, but are not to be moved. Evacuate the damaged area cautiously, and notify the superintendent's office, who will then contact others as needed. When you do so, report any injuries or damage, advise whether 911 has been called, and report by telephone, radio, or special messenger. The principal should collect roll and search for any missing staff or students, and establish a parent information response team as soon as possible. They should retain students in an area until it is considered safe to return to class, go home, be released to parents, or board school buses. After all uninjured students have been accounted for and released, the principal should go to the hospital to be with injured students and their parents. After the crisis has passed, file a complete incident report. If a tornado passes without striking, be cautious as there may be other funnels in the area. Continue to monitor the radio or TV for current advisory information. Notify utility companies of any break or suspected break in lines which might cause danger. Retain students in an area until it is considered safe to return to class, go home, be released to parents, or board school buses. When doing so, make a PA announcement for an all-clear signal to return to class. Post-tornado, teachers should take roll as soon as possible and report any injuries or missing students. Report by intercom or messenger, but stay with your students and try to restore calm. Assist in any first aid needed in your area and await further instruction.